This is just to show you how things vary if you go back, not even a million years, this is just 500,000 years. This would be new to members of the Delta Stewardship Council, to almost everyone involved in the debate over climate change, but this is elementary quaternary geology. And so Barbara kindly said that I had a minor in environmental planning, which is correct, but I'm about a quarter a quaternary geologist, and this is just basic stuff to geologists that in the last 500,000 years there have been 4 or 5 ice ages with these very large fluctuations in climate and temperature. Back to home. I'm just repeating this picture of the last 100 years to set up the next slide, which actually shows salmon returns. But note these, that bump, and that bump. There are these 3 big bumps of a series of wetter than normal winters. Lo and behold, if that doesn't correspond to better salmon runs. This is the figure taken from an EPA report. I won't go into the detail, but just note that correspondence, that more water flowing through the estuary seems to be good for salmon and presumably other fish. So all of this, we're now getting to the meat of the subject. All of this leads to 2 basic principles. Any solution to current problems, not just your problems, but everyone's problems, requires following these 2 basic principles. This is like the golden rule for water in California. Allow natural flows to pass through the delta before any surplus is extracted for export. And extract more water during periods of high flow, less or no water during periods of low flow. We could actually add a third one, which really is the golden rule, which is respect your neighbours and be civil to everyone. That is really a challenge in our current environment, but that is something we have to work towards, which is better communication.
Can we talk a minute about that?
Yeah, just getting into that now.
Because with the high flows, you get disturbed, a lot of contamination, and they don't like it that way. They don't like to go through the pump. With dirt.
Yes and no. You get more turbidity,
Right.
Which is actually favorable to aquatic species like the Delta smelt.
For the pumps.
Not necessarily for the pumps, but when we get to my suggested alternative, there is a mechanism for dealing with the fact that you get more turbid water at periods of high flow. And so I'll be getting to that in just a moment. Just a few slides on the Bay Delta Conservation Plan, because I'm assuming everyone's pretty familiar with it. Does it comply with these 2 principles? No, it doesn't. The BDCP is driven by 2 other